everybody, welcome to White Starlight. Today we have in conversation the hilarious, the urban, the uber comic, the Vaidya. Hello sir,
Thank you
thank you
so
for
much.
joining Vibe Starlight and for your support.
Thank you so much for calling me on this interview.
Thank you so much sir. So a little about Vibe. Vibe is an art curational platform for all of the artists. We also have an e-commerce where these artworks can be sold.
Oh, this is so nice, so nice.
Thank you so much sir. To get us started sir, how did you start with comedy?
So I was doing theater and I was looking for something into theater and something to do on stage. And I was also part of this group in Surat of theater. And I was just home in Baroda and I saw an advertisement on Facebook that the Comedy Factory is hosting an open mic where you can get a 5-minute slot and perform for yourself. So I registered for the same, and then I got a chance to perform over there. And once I performed, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed performing over there on stage as a comedian, and that's how it started in 2015 in the month of January.
Well, so I really love your stand-up comedies. Like they're awesome. They make me laugh.
Thank you so much.
So what inspired you to be a stand-up comic?
There was nothing as an inspiration. I just wanted to be more on stage, like when I started. But once I tried a 5-minute performance on stage with my content, I saw that I have that potential of making people laugh and funny, and I believed in one thing that if I can make people laugh and if I see smiles around me, then it makes me happy more. So that was the only inspiration which boosted me, and slowly I started watching other comics. I saw other comics perform live, and I was just wooed by one of the performance by Veer Das. He was performing History of India, and I saw it in Vadodara and Gandhinagar crew, and I was my mind was blown. I was like, what is this? Like like that was my first experience watching a comic perform live in front of me
Yeah.
on stage, and that feeling was really very amazing. And then I slowly watched a lot of comics. The first comic I saw on my laptop was Gabriel Iglesias, and he
Yeah.
made me laugh like anything. I still watch that performance from him, and so I really felt that this is something which will make people happy around and to forget whatever is happening in their life. And for those 1 hour, 2 hour in which they are sitting in the auditorium, they are forgetting everything which is happening in their life, and they're just focusing on and enjoying the performance going on stage.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so that
absolutely.
really kept me going that.
Absolutely, sir. So comedy as an art, what are your thoughts on its terms of its deliverance to the audience?
So as an art, I feel that in India there are few limitations of it. Like we see comics performing abroad, and there are no holds bar. That nobody takes an offense. If there are any offense, but still there are the other audience people who are supporting the comic.
Yeah.
But in India, there are few limitations. You can say this, you cannot say that. Also provide the law that you cannot do certain part of the jokes, you cannot defame someone, or you cannot make any religious jokes. You cannot say anything abusive or vulgar on stage until and unless the audience is okay with it, or if you have not mentioned it in the terms and conditions that this performance is going to be uh, 18 plus only and no kids allowed and all. But it's a nice way of being on stage as yourself.
Yeah.
So if a comic is on stage, he's someone who is having his own ideologies, and he's just trying to make a joke around it and putting it in front of the audience. And which sometimes it happens that there are people who have also faced the same problem in their life. So which connects the most with the audience, and they laugh it out loud. And if it's not connecting, then still they can feel that particular thing because
Yes.
it's the way of saying it. So comedy is an amazing art. It's something very on the back end it's done very seriously, but on stage it looks like it's so much fun. But on the back end, the work process goes behind a comedy show or a comedy content writing. It's pretty much serious, but on stage it's not.
Yes, absolutely, sir. So, from the Rajkot wedding to the social media bits, which have had the audience laugh and rolling on the floor, what is the comedic thinking that goes behind these such great sets?
So when I write a set, my main intention to write a set is basically on what I have seen in my life, or either I've experienced it. So my very first jokes which are going on board are something which I've experienced. So the premise of a joke, or the plot of a joke, is somewhere I have either experienced or I have seen it in my real life, or from the news itself. But there is something, there is a plot which is happening in society or in life, and then I do exaggeration which makes people laugh. Like, it's not like whatever I say, it's not 100% true. There are some instances of my life which are 100% true, which I have shared on stage, but most of the times it's exaggeration of a thing, giving them a flip or a punch, which is totally, it's insane. That ye thodi possible hai, but still it's funny. So that's how I write a particular joke.
Well, that is right. Absolutely, sir. So, as a production head and a stand-up comedian yourself, what are the changes that you see through the whole comedy scene right now?
As a production head, I'll talk about the comedy part now. That
Yes.
as a comedian, I have seen the comedy in India evolving. Uh, People really want to come and watch a live comedy show, because the entertainment factor is, because sometimes, you think that you'll watch a movie and just get entertained, or you'll watch a circus, or you'll watch a magic show. Even I go for a circus. Like, I love watching circus live. Yeah. So I do love watching circus, and sometimes it happens that we go on a different track, and we come back all together. uh, but in a comedy field, people do come for a show with a mindset that, yes, we are going to witness something totally different. So
Sir,
that's
I'm
a
so
difference
sorry.
factor.
I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe some internet issue. My
Yeah.
internet is right, because of the rain. My internet is very much glitchy. I'm really very sorry for that.
No, no, no
Uh,
worries, sir.
so yeah, so and right now the comedy scene is evolving a lot in India. As far as I
Yeah.
have seen, like my experience, which I'm sharing right now, that there were comics who thought that they'll only perform for 5 minutes, or they'll just hit open mics. But now there are local comics in Vadodara, in Ahmedabad, in Surat,
Yes.
who are writing 30-minute content, 40-minute content, and now they are thinking that, yes, even I can do a 1 hour show like big comics, and that's how things start. And we are getting more and more inquiries about open mics. Like, people want to try at least comedy. There are audience who are coming for only open mics. They're like, we just wherein we can provide a feedback to the performer. And one
Yeah.
day when they'll be hitting big stage, we can be there and we can tell them that, yes, we came for an open mic, that was the first open mic which you performed, and now after 2 years or 3 years you are doing a 1 hour special. And there are amazing audience in Baroda, Ahmedabad, who are just coming for an open mic scene. So that's how
Yes.
the comedy is evolving from the smaller level. Like, there are people who are giving importance to the smaller rooms, where there are only 10 people or 15 people, and the comic is only trying a 5 minute or 10 minute spot and trying new material. And audience is very much encouraging that particular comedian.
Yes.
And that's how the comedy is evolving, according to me, as far as I have seen in Gujarat. And also Comic Stan and other comedy competitions on
Yes.
Comedy Central and others, they are helping uh, to 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 make people understand that comedy is also one big entertainment platform, and you can also do it. Like, there were comics who just entered a comedy scene, and right now they were on Amazon Prime or on Netflix or a Comedy Central channel. And like, it helps and it inspires more people to at least support a comedy scene. And that's what is happening right now in India.
Yeah.
And talking about the production part, initially there was basically very basic production going on for a comedy show, that the sound should be clear and the light should be on the performer and the audience should be dark. But now slowly there are production aesthetics which are entering into a comedy special. If you have seen Biswa Kalyanrat's stand-up
Yes.
comedy, I had goosebumps for the very first time in a stand-up comedy show, when he did that dhool wala joke, that dhool is everywhere, and then he taps on the floor and there are like
Yeah.
5 to 8 spotlights coming on that particular spot, and people can see dust everywhere, and that was something really very amazing. If you see a Veerdas show, the Veerdas show is so well produced. Like the show
Yes,
is
absolutely.
amazingly produced, and the production level is amazing. With just a one door on the stage, and he's just sitting on one particular place, but still the feeling of using a projector or a music or background music or the lights in the auditorium. Now there are comics who are keeping lights on the audience. Most of the comics don't feel comfortable that we should not have lights on the audience, but now they are putting dimmed lights but on the audience, so that they can have a good interaction with the audience, and they can also see who is doing what and how can we interact with them and give them a
Yeah,
lively atmosphere with the help of the production level. And right now we all the producers in Gujarat and across, I guess, across globe, the biggest challenge right now because of the corona is to give a very safe environment for the audience to come in and watch a show,
yes,
and also to performer to come in and perform. So that's one thing which we all are working right now in our company at least, and others might be working as well, I know for sure,
yeah,
because we really want to. Zoom shows are happening, there are comics who are performing on Zoom or on YouTube live stream,
yeah,
but a live experience is something totally different, which we really want to get back to it. And we also want to give a very safe and very amazing atmosphere for the audience. So
yeah.
that's what we are working on right now, to all again level up the situation of the COVID, and to give them a very
Yes.
better production level for a show right now.
Is absolutely, sir. So you have been a part of theater. How did that start?
Yeah. So it started with a bunk in a classroom. So I hated accounts as a subject, and when I was in BCom, I didn't wanted to attend that particular accounts lecture because it was having taxation in it, and I hate taxes like anything. Like I do my taxes in my real life right now, but at the part of studying it, I hated the most. And suddenly there was an announcement in the classroom speaker that the college is participating in a youth festival competition, and the auditions for the theater team is going on in the library. There was music happening, there was dance, there was singing happening, and I was like, I'm not good at the other stuff, but I can just bunk the lecture and go and sit in the theater auditions. So I just went there, I gave my auditions, and the next day I got to know that I've been selected for the team. And that was really very I was like, what is this happening? Like I just bunked a classroom. I went there, and then they told me that now you have to attend none of the lectures. You will not attend any lecture. You will just focus on the rehearsals and practice. You will get all the material. You will get everything before the exams, and you will study from that material, whatever is being
Yes.
taught in the classroom. And I was like, this is amazing. I will get 100% attendance, and I don't even have to attend the lecture. I guess the video hanged again. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. So, but then when I started doing theater, I got to learn the discipline of theater. That you should be on time. There are few stage mannerisms. There are few
Yes,
disciplines of a show, of a person being on stage, of a character, of the production, of the backstage people. What is the importance of each and every person performing in that particular play? Be it a sound dada, be it a light
yes,
dada, be it a set dada. So everything was taught thoroughly when I was in my college by my directors, and that feeling was really very amazing. I felt like this is something I really want to excel in, and I want to learn more and more and more and more about it. And still my hunger is like filled for only 1%, and there is 99% hunger left, which I'll fulfill, I guess, by the end of my life. I'll just learn the disciplines of theater and acting as a whole.
absolutely, sir. So you are an amazing comic who flows beautifully through his set. But what makes Deep Vaidya laugh?
Oh, what makes me laugh is a random thing. Like if I'm something which I am not expecting. So when a comedian or a writer is writing a particular set of jokes, so what they do is they write a premise, they write a build up on that, and they write a punchline which is a different thought. So we usually work on the third thought. So normal SMS joke or WhatsApp joke is premise, build up, and then a first thought punchline. That this is
Yes.
this is this is something like this happened. It went over here, and that's how it ended. but a comedian is thinking of a fourth thought or a third thought level of punchline. And when I get a fourth or fifth thought, which even it was not in my head, it makes me laugh a lot. Something random happening. And also the performances in which there is no sound, there is no act, but just a pure part of what do we say, a mime performance. It blows me off like anything. It makes me laugh. If the, like I see Charlie Chaplin again and again and again. I see Mr. Bean again and again and again. There are performers in US, in Canada, in Australia who are performing without saying a single word, without any background music, but just doing a act on stage without saying anything, with no music, just audience laughing. That makes me laugh a lot. I really want to watch such shows happening in India, or in at least in front of me.
Yeah.
I don't mind going all the way over there and watching it. And one personal, my favorite set of jokes are the potty humor. I love poop humor and potty humor. If somebody is making a very random, like mixing all of these in a potty humor, whatever I said before, and if all those aspects are met with a potty humor joke or a toilet humor joke, I love it. I go nuts. I go crazy. I might pee in my pants. I don't know, but that's my favorite part of a comedy series.
That's really nice, sir. So, are you the art or the artist?
I am an artist. I'm not the art. I'm not a flag bearer of the art, because I'm not doing a comedy full time. My real love is for theater, and I really want to do theater more and not stand up comedy more. I'll do stand up comedy, but it will be on the side. Like, if given an option that Deep, you can do a theater, or you can do a stand up comedy. In theater, even if I get to handle the lights for the show, I would still prefer doing the theater and not the stand up comedy.
Yes.
So I feel I'm an artist, and I am not the art, like I'm not still well defined or learned person of a particular art form. I am not as great as, you can say, Javed Akhtar Saab or Nana Patekar Saab, and I'm not at that greatness. I really want to be at least 2% or 3% of who they are in their real life, and then I might be able to qualify myself as a person of art. But right now I'm still a learning artist, for according to me.
Well, sir, we look up to you in your art, comedy and theater both.
Thank you so much.
So, sir, what is the one message or advice you would like to give to all of the up and coming artists?
So for all the artists, have faith and trust in your art form. If you really want to do it, please do it. Don't hold yourself back. If you are having a financial condition which you cannot meet, if there are some other problems or other factors that people are not allowing you from your place, so then just don't leave that particular art form, like on an underground level, or just if you're a writer or a poet or a sketch artist, even an actor, you just keep on doing what you really feel to do, but also complete your studies first of all. No, like I don't like when people just leave schooling or college for the sake that they feel that they are an amazing artist, that sir मैंने college छोड़ दिया because मेरे को बहुत अच्छा artist बनना है. No, तू गधा है. You should have not done that. Your parents are investing in you. Your parents have struggled enough so that you can get a good study, your good education in your life. So you should always respect that. You should always complete your studies. You should always get a good job in life, and also keep learning or keep following the art form. Once you are stable in your life, then you can come back to the art form and start learning, because art form is something which is learning for the life, as I said earlier as well, that there is no ending to learning a particular thing. That
Yes,
the things
absolutely.
happening in a company are just a routine thing, that you go, you do this, and end of the day for you. There are some factors in the company which are also adding to it, that the government ka license change ho gaya, something that you learn once in a year or once in 6 months, but then there is no change. But art form is something which you keep on learning and evolve according to it over and over and over again till the end of your life. So there is no end of learning an art form. You can learn anything anytime. Like, if from today onwards I feel that I want to learn singing, I might start singing. You never know. If I'm giving my 100% dedication towards it, I might start singing as well, but it might take me a little longer than the usual because I'm pretty old. But if I really want to do it, I don't want to. But if a guy like me who really want to do singing or learn guitar or want to write a poem, then you should not stop yourself. You should at least give it a try. Never just say that what people will think, what my parents will think. You
Yes.
talk, you should talk with the people around you that I really want to try this. They will support you. Have faith in yourself and have faith in the people around you. So that's what I really want to share with the people, upcoming artists who want to try a particular art form in their life. And I feel everybody should have art in their life. There is they should not say कि मैं म्यूजिक के लिए नहीं बना या मैं एक्टिंग के लिए नहीं बना. All the art, even I see there are sketch artists whom I follow on Instagram. They do Instagram live and they draw a sketch. They show on their live that what they are sketching right now. And there are like 2 or 3 people including me watching that live. Like there are very less people passionate about, but I really want to see how a sketch is made. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I just keep watching it. I don't know. I'm not laughing on it. I'm not getting entertained. I'm just watching it because there are 2 things. I'm supporting them for their art form, that yes, you keep on doing. I'm there to watch you, and I'll try to bring more people for your live or for the people like you who are doing live shows, and we'll share a particular art form as well. And also that I might have a hidden interest in drawing or a sketch, which I might pursue later on in my life when I'm totally well established. Like my family is been provided properly, everything is going good, and I'm having at least a 1 or 2 hour of my life free every day, where I can just grab a charcoal and a canvas and just try to draw things. I won't sell it like Salman Khan, but I'll just try to make something. There are people who criticize Salman's art, but sometimes I feel that whatever he is creating on his YouTube channel or as a painting, sometimes I feel that he is making really very nice things.
Yes.
but but there are people that एक इमेज बन जाती है कि यार ये बंदा तो ये कुछ भी करे, ये गलत ही है, इसको एक्टिंग नहीं आता, इसको कुछ भी गाना गाना नहीं आता, ये पेंटिंग भी घटिया ही करेगा. But if you see his paintings, sometimes I feel that he made really very nice painting. I don't. You never know what you can do in your life. So please, please, please hold on to what you really want to do, but also provide your family and keep on doing great work.
Thank you so much, sir, for that message and those inspirational words. We are really inspired by you, and we look up to you in your art. And sir, what do you think about the Vibe platform?
I've seen your platform. I saw Ojas Raval's Instagram IGTV video, and
Yes.
I'll be watching others as well. And what you guys are doing is something different, and you are providing a platform for the artist, and you are also providing a very good
Thank you.
content driven thing that from different people who are I'm not one of them, but I'm trying to do as great as they are, and you are getting their knowledge and you are sharing it with the people who are into arts. And that's really very amazing thing which you guys are doing, and I wish you all the best, and you just keep on excelling. Don't go for
Thank
numbers
you.
कि हमारे ये वीडियो पे व्यू नहीं आया, हमारे ये वीडियो पे इतने लाइक्स नहीं आए. That doesn't matter. You never
Yes.
know. You never know. The that I'll give you an example of Loose Talks. Pakistani channel tha Loose Talks. You might have seen the memes abe sale and
Yes.
bade ghate lag rahe ho and all. So that video, when I joined Comedy Factory in the year 2015, my colleagues, Comedy Factory colleagues, Manan, Chirayu and all, they showed me that particular season in the year 2016. And at that time, the views were like 1500, 1800 views. And after 5 years, right now in 2020, we are talking about, it's in
Yes.
millions. There are people watching Loose Talks. They are making memes out of it. It's getting a mass reach. And so
Yes.
you never know what is going to click when. So you just keep on making it. You just go and keep on making it. And
That,
that's what I want to tell you guys, that keep on doing the good work which you guys are doing. Don't go for the numbers. Don't go for, if a artist is saying no, that we cannot do an interview with you, don't worry. There are a lot of artists available. That
yes.
artist might be having some or the other issues, or because of which they are denying you. They might be right at their place, you might be right at your place, but don't stop doing what you guys are doing. You guys are doing really very nice work, and all the very best to each and every member of your team, guys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you have said for the Vibe platform. It means a lot to me coming from a big artist like you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, sir, for supporting all of our viewers and all of our Vibe artists. We really enjoyed learning and talking with you.
Thank you so much. Hope you guys had great fun.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.